Hello, and welcome back to another Star Citizen video. Today we are here with the MISC Reliant. This is the core variant, the mini hauler, and its focus is on light cargo, hence the mini hauler. Sorry if the lighting is kind of goofy in this, but this is the best hangar for this ship. The ship is 13 meters in length, as in the width from this point to that point. The max crew is 2, has a cargo capacity of 30, which is, I mean, for the price this ship would cost in the game, I would just wait a bit longer and get the Freelancer for the 50. It's got 2 Tier 1 thrusters. It's got 12 Tier 1 maneuvering thrusters. It's got a size 2 power plant. It's got 2 size 1 fixed mounts. 1 size 3 gimbal. A size 1 pylon as well for some missiles. A size 3 shield generator. And that's about it. So it's fairly well... these are the engines, by the way. It's fairly well defended, but where this ship is better is in its maneuverability. It's got the Xion tech that allows it to go into vertical mode when you enter cruising, so that you're taller instead of wider, so that you can kind of maybe go side to side easier, such as such. But just coming along out here, you can kind of see in the glass these seats, and we'll get to those later. But these lights, we need to figure out a way to turn them off because they're so bright. But a nice blue color scheme. So you have 2 of the 2 size 1s here. Come around here. I don't know, these are the maneuvering thrusters, I think. A bunch of them. Kind of face in the 4 directions. Let's come around back. A lot of... I don't know what all of these vents would be for. But regardless, they're pretty cool. So when the ship enters flight, these engines will point towards the back, not just at the ground, they just serve as a way for the ship to get off of the ground. These landing gears are very small but very detailed. They're very cool. This is the way to get into the back, and we'll get to that in a minute. And just coming around the other side, some more lights. These vents again, more maneuvering thrusters. And yeah, this big antenna, I'm not entirely sure what that is for. What's that say? Next to nothing. But I want to say that the antenna is for scanning. I want to say it's a scanner, but I don't quote me on that. Let's head inside. That is probably one of the coolest animations for any ship in the game. So we can hop inside, actually. Close it up again. Kind of seals itself in. Mind your head. Of course, you got the ship logo. It's actually quite cool in here. This is where apparently 30 cargo units of cargo will fit. To me it seems a bit hard to believe, but I mean, you have these little... I don't even know. I was going to say you could put these in the cargo in these little access ports, but I guess this would be where you would have to mend your power plant and whatnot. But this area would also be where, like, the news desk, your exploration table, whatnot, in the other variants of the Freelancer. Or, sorry, not the Freelancer, the Reliant. Fire extinguisher. Let's head towards the front. It's going to be a little bit epileptic, just because the reflections are so bad, but if you look at the back, these seats are on, like, little mounts, so that when the ship goes into vertical mode, these seats actually flip into a horizontal, pardon me, not horizontal, into a vertical position. And that's also why the controls are above you and not on the side of you, because there would not be space. But anyway, let's take a seat. Those come down. And you actually get really good viewing in this flight mode. Really wide, aside from the shininess. But these panels, they're good. Can I actually zoom in? I can a little bit. I didn't know that. Again, you got your flight controls, whatnot. Something you don't actually have on the other side, it doesn't look like. But again, you kind of got the same general idea. But let's hop in. Then one big screen will come down because you are in charge of the shields and the power and whatnot, because he'll be flying. And I'm pretty sure he'll be on the top when it goes vertical. But again, good viewing angles. So, I mean, what do I think about the Reliant? It's a very unique ship, but would I ever buy one? Maybe in-game, maybe the news one. That's probably the only one, because then I could go around and just kind of do news about everything. I don't know. I mean, like I've said before, my focus in the game is going to be on cargo, not on much else. So, yeah, it is a very cool little ship. It's got the Xi'an technology. I love the design. Very, very unique. It reminds me of a stealth bomber, actually. Just because it's so, like, flat and wide. And actually, this front cockpit reminds me of, like, a World War II bomber, almost. Even though the ship itself is not a bomber. But it still kind of gives me that feeling, or that thought. But overall, the ship is good, but I would see myself buying my 890 jump before I would buy this in-game. So that's my thought. Anyway, I thank you for spending the time to watch this video. Please stay tuned for more, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.